What's good, everybody? It's your boy Ropes. Been a cool minute since I've been on here, probably like a couple years now. But I wanted to get on here and talk about Spence because I know some people aren't going to like it. And I just got to say, I'm a fan of both. I like Spence and Crawford. I don't dislike one or like one more than the other as people. But as a fighter, I'm Team Crawford. Crawford is just a better fighter. He's better than Spence. He always has been, and he always will be. You could talk about what roads they took, who their previous opponents were. All of that shit is irrelevant. When they got in the ring together, we saw what happened. And we see what's going to happen again, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong. I think the same thing is going to happen in the rematch. Now, Crawford has been disrespected. He's been discredited since he beat Spence conventionally. It was a one-sided fight. It wasn't even close. I was actually surprised that it happened that way. I was rooting for Crawford to win the fight. In my mind, he was going to win, but I didn't think that it was going to be like that. I thought that Spence was going to put up a better fight than that. And Crawford went out there and showed just how much better he is as a fighter than Spence, and he couldn't get any credit. I mean, it took hours, man. People were talking about Victor Conte, which nobody said nothing about Victor Conte when it came to the fight between Spence and Mikey Garcia, because Mikey Garcia has been with Snack for years. Nobody ever brought any of that up. And you saw how that fight went. Snack didn't help Mikey Garcia at all against Errol Spence. But that's the reason why Terrence Crawford beat him. Then you guys tried to talk about loaded hand wraps, and he weight drained him, even though Crawford wanted to fight him 5 years earlier than that. When he first came into 147, you guys got to remember he was trying to get a big fight, and them guys told him that he wasn't worth it yet, that he needed to get a belt and he needed to wait and other side of the street and all this other stuff. So if anybody's to blame for the situation that happened to Spence, he's got to blame himself for that and his team, because they said that they wanted to collect all the belts and then come and grab the last one from him. That was their plan. That was their long-term goal, because he had said that years earlier. So then after the fight, you guys want to use that as an excuse. Oh, he waited for him. He knew that he was going to grow out of the weight by that time, and that's why he's fighting him now. You guys came up with all this stuff when we have all the evidence out there to look at. You know, Errol Spence was not trying to make this fight 5 years ago. You can say whatever you want to about Crawford. Oh, he was just bluffing, and you could do all that talking all you want to, but that's all speculatory. You're just speculating that it was all cap when he said he wanted to fight him 5 years ago. But what's a fact is that we have Errol Spence on video talking about the other side of the street, and that you know, he's going to take care of his side first, and then he's going to come and see him later. So if he's been weight bullying too long, that's on him. And he got all this praise for not making any excuse. Now, here's where I'll give him his credit. He did not give up. All the way until the referee stopped this fight, he kept fighting, kept coming forward, just kept trying to do something. He knew he was getting his ass whipped. He probably knew he was going to lose the fight, but he went out on the shield, and I give him credit for that. And that's what I always expected from him. That wasn't a surprise to me to see him like that. Okay, but he's been getting all this praise for not making any excuses after the fight, which is false. And I'm surprised nobody really called this out. And I understand why people might not have wanted to, because I like Spence, like I said. So this is not to hate on him. But immediately after the fight, he started talking about hopefully the rematch is at 154. Hopefully it's at 54. I can't do 147. It's an excuse. At the end of the day, that's what he made. He made the weight excuse. He tried to put it out there that he was drained. That's what it was. You know, and to be honest with you, when I saw him on that last 24/7, really, he didn't really look too healthy. You know, but if he was drained, that's his own fault. That's his camp's fault. They were supposed to get him right for the fight. But see, now the reason why I'm bringing this up is because now he's trying to use the excuse of his eye. He's trying to say he had one eye now, and he was supposed to get this surgery before the fight, but he didn't get it, and now he's getting it now, which is going to push the fight back even further this year. Okay, and because he got cataract surgery, and I heard somebody in a video, they were asking how long does it take for that to heal, and I think somebody had told him it was 1 or 2 days, which is partly true. I did the research on it, and what I found was that you can return back to work, you can drive, and you can do things like that after 2 days, but that doesn't mean that you can take a punch to the face. That doesn't mean you can take any damage there, because for it to completely heal, it takes 4 to 8 weeks. Okay, and if he's a fighter, so he's going to want to take the full 8 weeks. Otherwise, you're going to damage your eye even further if you don't let it heal all the way. So we're talking 2 months before he can even start training for this fight. If he's smart. If he's stupid, then he's going to go in there and try to just let it heal for a few days and then get in there and probably fuck his eye up even worse. Here's my thing. Why is he doing the cataract surgery now? Why didn't he do this right after the fight? If it only takes the 1 or 2 days to be able to see, he could have went on vacation after that. So it looks like he wants, Crawford to wait around for him. And I don't think Crawford should do it. I think he should take whatever fight that's lucrative for him in the meantime. That's what I would do if I was him. But I do think that he does need to give him the rematch. I don't think that, even though I don't feel like I need to see the rematch, because I know it's going to happen again. I've seen who the better fighter is already. Weight had nothing to do with anything. Size, none of that had anything to do with anything, man. I saw a superior fighter in there with Spence. The type of punches that he threw, there's no steroids that can help you with that. To tell you, which punches to throw. Like that last hook that he caught him with, that got him in trouble, when he actually he blocked it with the same hand and then came over with that hook and caught him. Like steroids doesn't help you with shit like that. That's skill right there. So, this is my thoughts on everything, man. I just think that, he's been getting this praise for not making the excuse, and he really did. And now he's doing it again when there's really no reason for him to even say anything. Why did he have to even post a photo? He could have just kept it to himself. So now he wants to come out and make an excuse all this time. It doesn't matter how long he didn't say anything, because I see people saying, well, he didn't say anything, right after the fight. He let him shine. But still, I mean, now he's taking all the shine back from him, trying to say he had one eye. And I see a lot of his fans in the comments talking, using this excuse, running with it, talking about, oh, Crawford is scared to fight him with 2 eyes and all this shit. It's just, man, it's been painful to watch the back and forth between the Crawford and Spence fans. Y'all really disappointed me, man, watching a lot of y'all. These are just fighters, man. We don't know none of these motherfuckers, man. We don't know none of them, and y'all over here not talking to each other anymore over this shit, and it's stupid shit, man. That's why I watch this shit from a distance. I don't even want to have nothing to do with this shit. I just wanted to put these thoughts out. But you guys let me know what you think. I'm out.